खुशी रहना चाहिए ज़िंदगी, और क्या ले जाएंगे, खुशी नहीं जाएंगे साथ, सब यहीं रह जाएंगे, हंसी खुशी जाएगी, ये सब यहाँ रह जाएंगे, पैसा धन दौलत बेटा वो आदमी सब यहाँ छोड़ जाएंगे, कुछ भी नहीं जाएगा, ये साथ ये हंसी मजाक साथ जाएगी और कुछ भी नहीं जाएगा।
In India, everybody is a designer. Our culture is such that it is strongly imbibed with creativity.
ये सर मेरे पिताजी काम किया करते थे बनारस में, तो ये काम और भी कारीगर करते थे, हमें बहुत अच्छा लगता था। पत्ती बनाते थे तो हम भी सोचते थे हम भी कोई फूल बनाएं। फिर हम धीरे धीरे छोटा मोटा काम करने लगे। वो इस तरह के काम देते थे हमें जो बहुत अच्छा हम बना लेते थे वो काम। फिर धीरे धीरे उम्र बढ़ती गई सर, हमें तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है, बहुत अच्छा।
तो पीढ़ी दर पीढ़ी का काम है उनका, तो उत्सुक है लोग हाथ के काम से, उत्सुक है। दिन भर चैन भी तो नहीं मिलता है ना उनको काम करे बगैर, तो इसलिए हाथ के काम के अंदर देखा देखी के अंदर बहुत उत्सव है लोगों में।
It started from necessity and it has continued to generations which had made them really skilled. So example, state of Rajasthan, it was all desert. We did not have any agriculture, so people had to survive on whatever they had. For example, potters, they had clay, access to clay, so they had to develop that skill.
Everything is related with color. Colors is symbolic with food, it is symbolic with religion, it's symbolic with puja, dance is related, lot of music is related with color. When you put all together, it's creativity.
ऐसा काम नहीं करेंगे। उनके पापा की सोच है नहीं भेजेंगे कंपनियों में, फैक्ट्रियों में, अच्छा नहीं लगता है ना बेटे को भेजने के लिए। मतलब मेरे को डांट पिलाते, ये जाती है काम पर फैक्ट्री में, और घर बेटे क्या करे, फिर सारा दिन बेटे बेटे क्या करे, इसलिए आ जाते हैं हम तो।
और जब ये डिज़ाइन हमारी कपड़े पे छपती है, जब कोई पहनता है या बाज़ार में कोई कपड़ा हमें दिखता है, तो हमें ये दिखता है कि हम ये डिज़ाइन हम ही ने बनाई है, तो ये खुशी मिलती है मुझे। जी सर।
You can do the same thing digitally by using a machine and maybe 2 people will be doing it. But when you are sustaining 50 people in doing that, it makes a great difference because it generates that much of employment which this country needs. India has been very lucky that it still has a lot of roots which have been lost by a lot of Western countries which had their roots. But because of the very fast changing industrial changes which took place, a lot of it has gone away.
So many times, so many government people, they ask me to take donation. I say no, I don't want any donation. I don't want any money because I want my people to stand on their own feet. Why we should ask the money from the government to grow if we have the talent?
जैसे कई आइटम ऐसे हैं कि एकजुट एकाएक कोई आदमी नहीं लगा सकता है, तो वो कपड़ा यहीं रह जाएगा, फिर मतलब ही क्या हुआ काम कराने का दिमाग से ही काम होता है, हर कोई आदमी नहीं पकड़ सकता है।
All over the world, handicraft is dying. That's what I wanted to make world understand what type of a people are behind this craft.
Certain things, they should remain as it is. For example, people here in India, they sit on the floor and work. Today, if I ask my carver or a painter to sit on a table and work, he cannot, because throughout his life, when we eat food, we sit on the ground, we squat and we sit, and we have been working like that. And that's what it is unique for this country like.
तो तब से यही लगन रही कि इस काम में मतलब एक आगे से आगे बढ़ने की, पीछे हटने की नहीं, डट्टा नहीं लगाऊंगा, आगे रेख लगाऊंगा। पढ़ाई में भी यही हाल था मेरा, मगर परिस्थिति खराब होने के कारण मैं पढ़ नहीं सका। मगर इस काम के अंदर मैंने तन मन से लगातार कोशिश की।
हमारा किराए का मकान है, तो इस काम से हम सोचते हैं कि कुछ कमा के और एक मकान।
अच्छा लगता है काम करना है भाई। बच्चे खुश रहे वाला कुमा वाला तो कोई 2 पैसा किसी का मांगेंगे नहीं, बच्चों के लिए कुमा ला बस।
दिन भर में खुशी बच्चों को देख के होती मेरे को। भाई घर वाले तो कहते हैं कि भाई तुम थक नहीं, काम की तो वो नहीं बोलते भाई ख़राब है काम, वो भी ठीक ही बताते, मगर वो कहते थक गए तो तुम दूध पी लो।
Buying from a machine, I would lose the essence of one-to-one of a human being interacting with another human being and picking up something, and also which is telling me a story. And I say this is the story of a person who has created it and whose livelihood it is.
I have to save the craft. That's why all the time I'm just fighting.
Continues to be a tough field because everything has to be done by hand. And we are basically working with lots of craftsmen and artisans who are not necessarily educated. We continue working with Indesca, it's almost 25 years. We are involved in a lot of schooling for the children. See, we run hospital, water projects. So whatever little we can do. We found them very honest in all situations. Even when there were troubles, they were always there with us as a partner to us. They had such an good understanding for the product and for us, and so they made us learn in the process. They did not just walk away with that. That gave us a lot of comfort and confidence.
You may feel that stagnation, but I feel the change is happening every moment, everywhere, every day. Future is always bright if you have passion. I challenge anybody to prove this thing wrong, that you can't do better than what you're doing today. I believe in this philosophy. Work on it, work on your past experience, and then apply it and take the risk, take the plunge. You can do it.